Alright, what's up, whoever's here, either live or afterwards? It's Wednesday night. I'm gonna make it work on that thing. I'm kind of regretting that decision already. I took it to a bike shop. It needs a lot of work. It's way worse than I thought, but it's as good as it's gonna get in the state that it's in, and I really want to ride it on a Wednesday night bike ride. HAOQI's going to try and fix it. I already talked to her. We're going to see, I don't know, what we can work out, but it's not their fault at all that this bike arrived damaged. They do an exceptionally good job packing these things up. It's just, FedEx got a little rough with it. It's windy out tonight, guys. Hey, Paula. Hey, Carrie. Good to see you guys. So, if you remember me saying earlier, I'm going to live stream the first half. And then I got my GoPro on the chest mount behind me on my backpack. And we're going to do it that way on the way back. The second half. And I'm going to post that tomorrow. So be sure you're subscribed. Have your notifications on, and I'll post that tomorrow. Hey Irving, hey Ben, hey Dustin, everybody that's here. We're gonna try like hell to make it work on this thing tonight. You just can't keep this bike going in a straight line. Turns out the fork is bent a little bit, the rim is a little bit warped. It has a dent in it, the front rim, that I didn't notice. And it's, riding a little weird. And the headset is messed up. See, there's a piece of it coming out right there. It just won't. A piece of it is bent and it just won't pack together right. So a bike shop, not this one, told me with everything to do it right, it's going to be like $600. Obviously, we're not going to do that. We might do the headset, and maybe we can live with it after that. I don't know. Well, he brought his sound system with him, this guy over here. He hasn't turned his lights on yet. But hey, Jay Stona, I see you. David, everybody. Baby Love. Thanks, guys. Let's see how many likes we can get. And also, HAOQI sent me a couple of things that I can give away. So we might, don't get excited. It's not e-bikes or anything, but there might be a free hat in the mix at some point here. I'm just saying. So hit that like button. It's Grom. Yes. A purple one. That's awesome. There's a girl riding a purple Grom. That was pretty cool. Let me see. So, try not to miss anybody. Hey, Eric. Hey, Steve-O. Yeah, thanks to everybody who's here. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. It's always great to spend this time with you. Again, we're going to do the first half live, and then I'm going to film the other half with the GoPro, and I'm going to post that tomorrow. So again, be sure you're subscribed, have the notifications on, because you're not going to want to miss that. It's going to be an entirely new perspective. I'm doing it with my GoPro camera. I'm not going to be able to have as much fun on this bike as I would like to because it's all screwed up, but that's not HAOQI's fault, and thank you and shout out to them for sending bikes. Awesome. This thing is so awesome. I wish it didn't get all screwed up in transit, but we're going to try to make the best of it. But it just doesn't go in a straight line. It takes a lot of effort to keep it going straightish, anyway, I should say. But we're going to make the best of it, and on the second half of the ride, hey, it's the Big Bus people. On the second half of the ride, I'm going to be using both hands, so it'll be a little easier. I tried riding it a little bit with one hand. It's got like 10 miles on it now. I rode it a lot today, hoping maybe it would just loosen up a little bit or ride a little bit straighter. It doesn't really. So, and hey, in British Columbia, try not to miss anybody here. Yeah, Gambler's General Store. They moved it over there now. This is the old building that it used to be in. And there's a restaurant in there too, if I recall correctly. Thanks to everybody who's here. Thanks for all the likes so far. Yeah, David, it's not really loose. It's just there's a piece of it that's bent in there. This bike got pretty well damaged while being shipped to me, and it just won't pack in exactly properly. It's tight enough, it's snug to where it's not like, it's not shaking around in there, but it's not pleasant to ride either. But the front rim is a little bit warped. It's got a dent that I didn't notice. They pointed out earlier. It's on this side, I think. Where is it? Yeah, right down there. There's an indentation. Like, this rim is never going to be straight or perfectly true, you know, at this point. So it's going to have to be replaced, unfortunately, for this bike to ride perfectly. And they suggested the new fork because it's just a little out of whack. But it might be alright like it is. I don't know. I hate to have to do a bunch of stuff to this thing, and I think HAOQI's only going to go so far with it. So we'll see how it turns out. But I was really excited about this bike. The other one is awesome. The Leopard Pro, it's incredible. It's like one of the best things I've ever ridden of any type whatsoever. It's the best bike of its kind, I think. But this thing is more like purpose-built, full suspension, ready to rip, and that's what I want to do with it, but it needs a little work first. Hey, no play for you, I see you down there. Yeah, this one only looks like a mid-drive bike. That's where the controller is. It's actually a rear hub motor on this one, but they have a mid-drive version of this bike. I kind of wish they sent me that one, but this one's cool too. I like this bike a lot. And Tom, what's going on? See you there. So, hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday evening or whatever time it is where you are. We should be headed out on a bike ride here in a few minutes. About another 5 or 10 minutes maybe. So, hey James, what's going on? Good to see everybody. Thanks for hitting that like button. Let's see how many we can get to. We're only live streaming half of the ride tonight, and I'm gonna get some GoPro footage of the rest. And I'll be sharing that with you tomorrow. So be sure you're subscribed and have your notifications on. And let's see, when we get the, I don't know, I'm trying to think. We got some hats to give away, a couple of them. HAOQI e-bike hats. So we're gonna figure out a way to handle that here soon. So yeah, anyway, everybody who's here, thank you, welcome. Hope you enjoy tonight's ride. So it is a beautiful night. It's hot, but not like unbearably hot. It's just like, it's kind of hot, you know? So I'm kind of sweaty under my backpack a little bit. It's a little breezy, a little too breezy. It's not a very refreshing breeze either. But yeah, all in all, not too bad. Hey Z Cool, what's going on, buddy? Wish you were here. Yeah, it should be a fun one though. The bike is a little better than it was, but it needs a lot of work. It at least needs a new headset assembly and a front wheel. The front wheel has a dent in it that I didn't know, and it's like never going to be perfectly straight. And the fork is a little out of whack too, but that can maybe be lived with. I don't know. I got the bike as good as it can be under the circumstances. It's still not going straight, but it's a little better than it was. We're gonna give it a whirl and see how it goes. Yeah, Vegas 1, you're on the Summerlin side though, aren't you? It's still like 100 here, but it doesn't feel that bad. Food deliveries are not going, James. It's just not even worth doing anymore. When I get a minivan, which looks like it's going to take a little while longer, if you know, you know about the plans for that. I'll tell you, there's going to be more on that. So far, I don't have it. But yeah, I could see doing, as far as food orders, I can see doing like Instacart and bigger DoorDash orders and stuff like that from a car or a van. As far as like e-bikes and scooters around here anymore, you just don't get enough of those kinds of orders that, you know, make it worth doing on something like that. So I just haven't been doing it. I think we're getting ready to kick off here pretty soon. So can we get to 100 likes before the ride kicks off? I know that's optimistic, but we've done that before. Yeah, baby love, it's a lot less bad than it has been out. You know, even last week is way hotter than this, or felt way hotter than this. It was more humid. Now it's dried out. It feels pretty decent out, actually. So yeah, shout out to everybody who's here. I'm glad you can make it. If you're catching it afterwards, I know not everybody can watch it live, so shout out to everybody who's watching it later. But again, thank you moderators for taking care of things the way you always do. I got my work cut out for me tonight, holding on to this thing with one hand. It does not like to go straight. So, you know, I kind of have to wrestle with it the whole time, but we'll see how it works out. I tried riding it some today. I put, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles on this thing today. And I don't know, I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyway, this is an awesome bike though. This one got a little dinged up on the way here. They're going to take care of it. She might send me another bike, she said, depending on how it goes with this one. But I don't know, if you want one of these, and you do, this bike is incredible. It's on sale for $12.99 right now. This is the 16 amp hour version, the single battery one. It's going to be a dual battery. We have the other battery for it. But I posted the Amazon link to this bike. It's incredibly good. Oh, and thank you, Carrie, for posting the wish list. Check that out if you get a chance, guys. And hey, chat, thank you. Hope you enjoy the ride. Huh. Yeah, I might have to try that. See, cool. Hey, T-Cal. It is a much nicer night than it has been the last few rides. It's still hot, but it's not like, it's not miserable like it has been. I'm excited to ride this thing even though it's not right. It needs a lot more work than I thought. I took it to a shop today, not that one, but they weren't open yet, or I would have. Just to see what was wrong, and it's a little worse than I thought, but HAOQI's been very helpful, and it was nice of them to send this in the first place, and I had no idea how dinged up it actually got. And thank you, Miss A, for posting the link to the e-bike. I appreciate that. These things are awesome. HAOQI e-bikes are incredibly good. So much better than I would have thought. And you get so much quality and value here. This bike is $12.99 right now, which is unbelievable. Like, I don't know, the phone probably doesn't do it justice, but this is an incredibly good bike. It has good components. It has good hydraulic disc brakes. It has good Shimano gears. I don't know, it's just a great bike all around. And I'll be very excited when this one goes in a straight line. And it will soon. So, hey, Melissa's Journey. I see you there. Hello. Sorry if I missed you. Try not to miss anybody. Thanks for hitting that like button, guys. We're closing in on the pre-ride goal of 100. Can we do it? Can we get to 100 likes before we take off? And can we get this one to 200 likes? Uh-oh. Can we get this one to 200 likes before the end of the stream, which is going to be halfway through the ride tonight, because we're going to do the rest of it on the GoPro, and I'm going to post that tomorrow. So again, be sure you're subscribed and have your notifications on. Uh-oh. Some other kind of two-wheelers. He tried to rip a wheelie on that thing. Okay, I think we're going, guys. Okay. And it's showing it's down a battery bar, which is weird because, which way are we going? It's weird because, let's start going. Uh-oh. These cars are gonna be not happy. We'll catch up to the rest of the ride here in a minute. We'll get behind these motorists. Anyway, off we go. Yeah, but this thing's down a battery bar, and I charged it up all the way. I don't know what's up with that, but again, this bike did get a little damaged on its way here. All right, we got triple digits watching right now. Thanks, guys, everybody who's here. Should be a fun one. Let's see. I'm gonna try. Man, it's hard to keep this thing in a straight line with one hand. And I set the top speed to 87 miles an hour. So even it's in pedal assist 1 right now, and it's kind of too strong for the ride. That's my fault though. I wanted to limit it to 87 though, so it doesn't activate the flux capacitor and we wind up time traveling or something, you know. So anyway, man, it's hard to keep this thing going straight. I'm just gonna try and keep a safe enough distance. It's hard though, like it's just like going back and forth. I'm stiff arming this thing as hard as I can right now. This is a bad idea. We should have, I got some weed for you guys if you need some over there. Man, it's hard to keep this thing going straight. I love this bike though. And it needed to come on a Wednesday night bike ride. It just couldn't last week. It was a little too screwed up then. It's a little less screwed up now, but still, man, it's hard to keep this thing going straight. Otherwise, this bike is so awesome though. Hey, little dog. Hope we don't get any copyright hits for the Alice in Chains. There's a Highboy Max Pro over there, scooter. We got a long way to go on the likes, guys, but thanks to everybody who hit the like button so far. Whoa. This thing just goes. These bottlenecks here are making me nervous when I'm doing this with one hand on a bike that won't go straight. There's all these other people around. Okay, we're making it work. This is a lot of work keeping this thing going with one hand though. It just doesn't want to go straight. I love this bike though. It's so awesome. And it's not HAOQI's fault. It's not the bike's fault that FedEx apparently threw it off of a loading dock or something a few times from the looks of it. The box was like barely intact when the bike got here. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. I sure do appreciate it. I really should have ridden the other bike, but I like this one. You know, we had to take it for a ride. I'm wearing a shirt that pretty much matches the color of the bike, so we had to do it.
Blackmore! What's up, dog?
Yeah, hey, there's a little kid on the blocks flyer right there. Whoa, this is not a good way to go, particularly. And now we're bottlenecking, and this is, man, it's hard to ride this thing in the condition that it's in. And again, it's not the bike's fault, it's not HAOQI's fault. They do an awesome job packing these things up, as good as I've seen, really. I've had a lot of personal electric vehicles delivered in boxes, and this is the first time that one arrived with any damage, and it certainly wasn't because of the way it was packed. Oh man, it's hard to go this slow with a bike that doesn't want to go straight.
It's one of the best degrees for an attorney. I was like, bullshit. Yeah, so I looked it up and it was in the top 3. I was like, wow. I don't know.
So big shout out to everybody who's here. Thanks for hitting the like button if you have, or if you're getting ready to. Okay, going back towards where we started. They always do this, get the group together. Wow, look at the ape hangers on that thing. I wouldn't want to ride a bike like that, you know? It's just like, doesn't look very pleasant. It could be though, like if you're, depending on your like height and arm length, I guess, could be better under some circumstances. Hey, that dumpster has headlights on it, that's weird. Yeah, man, it's hard to keep this thing going straight. I love this bike though, it's so cool, other than the fact that it's just, this one's just a little damaged. And I gotta be careful. It's got a, is it a torque sensor on this one still? Or a cadence sensor? I don't know. The sensor is very responsive though. Once you start turning the crank, it goes. So you gotta be careful with that. I'm gonna try and do throttle only, but sometimes I move the crank position a little bit. Anyway, thanks for all the likes so far. Thanks to everybody who's here. Man, I'm getting worn out riding this thing. Trying to keep it going straight. It just doesn't want to. Somebody's got some squirt guns. Not close enough to us, unfortunately. Yeah, hope everybody's having fun so far. Thanks for being here. I'll check in with the chat every once in a while. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's see if we can get to 200 by the halfway point, which is where we're going to cut it tonight. Be sure you're subscribed and have your notifications on, because we're going to do the second half of this ride on a GoPro camera, and I'm going to post it tomorrow, and you're not going to want to miss that. It's going to be an entirely different view and perspective. And I'll get to ride this thing with 2 hands. So think of how much fun that's going to be. Anyway, yeah, hope everybody's enjoying the ride. Hit the like button if you want to know more about this bike. It's on sale on Amazon right now. I posted a link. These HAOQI bikes are incredible. I love them so much. Even though this one's broken, it's still awesome. Whoa. Got to be careful with the pedals though. It's got tons of torque, 90 Newton meters for a 750 watt motor. It's very efficient, and the power delivery is strong and good. I guess the controller is really good. I don't know, I've never taken this thing apart in regards to any of that kind of stuff. Just like the other one, I can ride with no hands, and it just goes perfectly wherever I want it to. This one, I'm holding on to it as tightly as I can with one hand, and I can barely keep it going in the same general direction. Now it looks like we're going on Commerce through, I was over here earlier, like in this neck of the woods. If you caught the live stream earlier, thanks to everybody who was here earlier. It was a fun little morning ride, I think. I enjoyed being out. Hope you guys did too. It wasn't too hot this morning, just kind of hot. A lot of cool e-bikes in the mix tonight, as far as I can tell. I gotta quit pedaling this thing, but I have to adjust my feet every once in a while. I guess I got a freewheel instead. I don't know. Man, it's hard to keep this thing going straight. The headset is the biggest problem, I think. The front wheel it does have a dent that I didn't know about until today, and it's a little warped. And the fork is slightly bent, but other than that, I don't know. I think if I did the headset at least, and all the pieces were good and not bent, it would be a lot better. So we'll try that first and see how it goes, I guess. I think they're going to send me one. We'll see. This thing just jumps. I got to quit. It's natural to want to pedal every so often. In the Leopard Pro, you got to turn the crank like, one or two full revolutions before the pedal assist kicks in. But this one, you just barely turn it once and then it just takes off like a rocket. Oh, there's a dog in a backpack. That's cool. So yeah, big shout out to everybody who's here. Hope you're having fun so far. I sure am. Not sure where we're going yet. Man, I'm getting tired of holding on to this bike with one hand though. It just won't keep going straight without forcing it to. Wow, that's a big scooter. But that thing's pretty fast. I turned the crank again, and it took off like a rocket. This is just a strong bike for a 750 watt motor. I wouldn't have thought. Yeah, hope you guys are having fun so far. Thanks for hitting the like button if you have, or if you're getting ready to. I appreciate it. Just let the dog in the trailer go that way. I looked at that trailer. I think that they're pulling with the dog in the trailer. It's one of the ones that I looked at when I was trying to select a trailer. Okay, we were all around this neighborhood earlier today, if you'll recall, if you were here.
Right here.
So, that's green. I was hoping to get more of a break than that. It's really, this thing just doesn't want to go straight, and it's getting pretty difficult to hold on to it. It's a pretty thick herd tonight, guys. Those people in the vehicles on Charleston are not going to like this.
One time for your mind, get rockin'. One time for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, get rockin'. Get rockin', get rockin'.
that like button if you haven't already, guys. I'm out here doing it one-handed for you on a bike that doesn't want to go straight. Thanks to everybody who tuned in for the ride tonight. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Who knows where we're gonna end up. I got a Powerade. I didn't bring a water. I probably should have brought a water too. I didn't want to carry a ton of weight on my back. I didn't even bring the bike lock or anything, or a power bank. I don't know. I didn't want anything to weigh me down or slow me down. So I'm glad to have something to drink though. It's not terribly hot out tonight, but it is still dry. The breeze is blowing. It's better to have something to drink on a night like tonight. Yeah, thanks to everybody who's here. I appreciate you taking the time, spending the time. I always love doing this, except when I'm using all of my upper body strength to keep this thing kind of going straight. I shouldn't have. I just really wanted to ride it though. I shouldn't have taken this one out tonight though. Should have ridden the Leopard Pro because it's perfect. Knock on wood, it has absolutely nothing wrong with it. It goes perfectly straight and the bars turn perfectly and smoothly. But this bike is so cool. And even though it's damaged, I still wanted to ride it. But I'm kind of starting to regret that now. Uh-oh, is that a lighter? Or a vape? Somebody dropped their vape. Whoa. We're closing in on 100 likes, guys. We got to get to at least 200 before the halfway point. Because that's where we're cutting the stream tonight. And don't forget to subscribe and turn your notifications on because we're going to do the second half of the ride with the GoPro. And I'm going to use both hands to ride this thing. And I'm going to have a little more fun anyway. And you guys will get to see it from a different perspective. Hey, it's a Bluetooth speaker guy. He used to have the rental bike, but now he's got his own bike, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, big shout out to everybody who's here. Hope you're having fun so far. We went through all this stuff today. Rode through this neighborhood. Should have figured we'd be going this way tonight. Oh man, it's hard to keep this thing going straight. Big shout out and thank you to everybody who's here. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Yeah. Man, holding on to this bike when it's just going all over the place or trying to go all over the place is just wearing me out. It's got 11.4 miles on it now. And I kind of thought maybe if I just ride it some more to get a little bit better. And nope. I just really wanted to ride it, I guess. So it's my own fault that I'm out here getting all sweaty and worn out. Just from holding on to this thing for dear life. Yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. Thanks for being here. Oh, looks like we got to 100 likes. Much faster than we did this morning, but thanks that we got there this morning too. Guys, I will try, Miss A. Thank you. But yeah, be sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell because I'm going to GoPro the second half of this ride and post it tomorrow. And I'm interested to see how it turns out, so I hope you guys will join me for that. Whoa. I got to be careful with the throttle and the pedal assist on this thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna ride this bike anymore until it's fixed. It's just too hard to hold on to this thing and keep it going straight. But nonetheless, shout out to HAOQI e-bikes for providing 2 of their awesome e-bikes. This is the Cheetah, and we also have the Leopard Pro. And there may be another one in the mix soon. We'll talk more about that. But hit the like button if you haven't already. We got to get to at least 200 by the time we get to the halfway point, which is where I'm going to check in with you, spend a few minutes. Then I'm going to cut the stream, set up the GoPro. It's in my backpack. I got to put the chest harness on. And I can ride this thing with 2 hands, thank God. Uh-oh, we're going to this place where we went earlier. Atomic Golf or whatever. Oh, bottlenecking and slowing down. Man, this is hard to do with one hand on this bike in its condition. Ooh. Oh, should have gone that way around. We still can go this way off of a curb. Let's see how it does off of the curb. I'm riding it with one hand. Ooh, not bad. We made it. Dual suspension, guys. Really good dual suspension. It's got an RST guide front fork. And it's got a shock in the back that's similar to a Fox shock that I've seen. It's definitely not a Fox shock, but it's, I don't know, similar in appearance anyway. I wonder if I could put a Fox shock in there. That'd be cool. Probably make this thing ride a little better, especially on trails. This bike would be so awesome for trails. I can't wait to rip it on some trails when it's repaired. We're about to go perhaps on Las Vegas Boulevard here. Oh man. It's quite a task to hold on to this squirrely bike. So yeah, to anybody who was here earlier, we were in this place today, getting breakfast. Which way are we going? We're going south on the boulevard. I got to be careful. I got a freewheel when I want to change like foot position, pedal position. I got a freewheel instead of pedaling because the sensor reacts so quickly it just starts taking off. So we're going to do like the only way I'm going to be able to control this bike right now in the condition that it's in is with throttle, and when I'm using one hand anyway. So I don't know. This is a stupid idea riding this bike tonight, but it's such a cool bike. I got to send them some pictures and videos about what's wrong with it, like the wheel dent and the messed up headset. And I don't know how I'm going to show them the bent fork because you can barely tell. But we'll see. And she's either going to send the parts or I don't know. I don't know how it's going to get handled yet, but they're on it. I mean, I didn't pay for this bike. They sent it to me to use and review, and they're sponsoring some upcoming content on this channel. So, you know, they don't have to do anything. They already sent me a free bike, but she's working to get it resolved. And that's just the kind of company that it is, you know. They're here for the long haul. They want to make sure everybody gets taken care of and that their company establishes a solid, strong reputation, which it's you know, it's certainly building now. The company's about 3 or 4 years old, I think. And they're just going to keep growing and getting better. All the bikes that they have out now are just awesome. I mean, they got something in pretty much every category. This is the Cheetah. This would be great for shredding mountain trails. And better believe we're going to do that once it gets fixed. But in the meanwhile, that's going to be a tight squeeze over here. Next to 100 and, well, that spec's probably about $120,000, that S-Class right there. And the guy was looking pretty nervous about it. All these bikes going by. But yeah, so here we are, guys. In the city of Las Vegas. Riding bikes with all these maniacs. We're going down the boulevard some more. Although we're going to turn on, let's see, what would it be? I don't know where we're going to go. Oh, that's the trike with the plasma LED wheel lights. Those are really cool. I almost put the green, the not plasma lights, but the green lights that we have on this one, because this is a green bike, you know. This is a sketchy turn right here. Come on. Oh, come on, guys. I'm trying not to put my feet down or crash into anybody else. Man, it's taken everything I can muster up in my right arm to keep this bike pointed where I want it to go. And again, it's not the bike's fault. I wholeheartedly blame FedEx for this and their mishandling of this package, which is not normally the case. Again, I've had a bunch of personal electric vehicles delivered in boxes, and this is the first time I've had an experience like this. That guy on the sidewalk is really enjoying this. Oh man, where are we going? We're going left? Yeah. So I'm just gonna stop here. We're cutting through and going through like the alley behind Walgreens and stuff. I kind of figured. Somebody dropped their Modelo. That's alcohol abuse. Okay, this was maybe not the best possible planning here. Going over, oh, we got to go through here and then there, or go over the curb, which is not happening with one hand and an 80-pound e-bike while I'm carrying you guys in the other hand. Yeah. Now the battery's showing full again, which is weird. It was showing a bar down. Now we've used up some juice and it's showing that it's full again. But I know I charged it up all the way. I don't think there's anything wrong with the battery on this bike. So I don't know why that would be, but again, this thing got a little dinged up in transit. But it's still pretty good, all things considered. Why are people stopping? Don't stop in the middle. I was really kind of hoping we weren't going to be going this way. Get a little up ahead here. Getting past kind of a cluster of people that aren't very good at not getting in the way. Missed the speed bump here. That's hard to do. This thing, like, this wants to be a good bike, and it's not its fault that it got all dinged up on its way here. But these people are being very patient, thanks to them. People in cars that are clearly not happy about this. Man, the suspension makes this bike so smooth. We just gotta, I'm gonna fix the headset first. I'm waiting for them. I think they're, I'm gonna ask her if she'll send the headset first. I'll fix that and then see how we're doing. The front wheel is not that warped, but it's always gonna be a little out of whack because it's got a dent in it. But we might be able to live with that. I don't know. Man, these little reflectors, street reflectors and stuff, you don't even feel them on this thing. I didn't even realize I was running them over at first. Thanks for all the likes so far, guys. Let's see if we can get to 200 by the time we get to the brake part, the stopping place, where I will be catching up on the chat, wrapping up the live stream, and getting ready for the GoPro video that we're going to use to finish up part 2 of the ride. That's what you're going to get, is the GoPro viewing angle. I want to see how it comes out that way. So, and I'll get to hold on to this thing with 2 hands, which is going to be great for me. So make sure you're subscribed and have the notifications turned on so you don't miss that. I'm going to post that video tomorrow, and I'm anxious to see how it turns out. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So make sure you got your notifications on so you don't miss that. But yeah, again, great to see you guys. Thanks for taking the time and spending the time like you always do. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. Wow, that's a pretty crazy looking scooter over there. And she's live streaming vertically. Puddles. Ew. Hope I didn't get like mud flinging up on my back. This one doesn't have fenders. Is that a Cabo Mantis scooter over there? What is that? I don't know. It's a cool looking scooter. It looks like it goes pretty fast. So yeah, she's live streaming, but vertically. Thanks to all you guys for being here. Thanks for all the thumbs up. I sure do appreciate it. It's always great to get to spend this time with you. Oh man, it's hard to keep this thing going straight. Wow, I missed a couple hundred comments, it looks like, or a bunch of them anyway. Hey Lou, see you down there. Hey, Robert, is that you? Down there at the bottom. I see you. Shout out to everybody, sorry if I missed you. Trying like hell to hold on to this thing. These people's lights are cool. Man, I'm sweating like hell just trying to hold on to this thing with one hand and keep it going straight. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We got to get to 200 by the time we cut the stream, which is going to be halfway through the ride tonight. because we're going to do the rest on the GoPro. So again, be sure you have your notifications on, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to take, especially now that the weather's getting very slightly better, we're going to take probably all the Wednesday night bike rides, and we're going to be enjoying them more because it's not going to be as hot. Next Wednesday, they're forecasting next week is going to be pretty hot again. Not like 120 or anything, but hotter than it's been the last few days. I don't know. Yeah, and we got a lot of other rides coming up on this channel here soon as we go the wrong way down the street. And the cars on the road are probably, are we going to the same place that we went to on the hottest ride of the year? That's a pretty cool spot. I don't know, we'll see. Hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. We got a long way to go with the likes. I know we're not getting the normal views lately. You know, we've had the Olympics and the whole Mr. Beast thing. You know, YouTube has cooled off a lot in the last couple of weeks, you can say. And the views and likes have reflected that, certainly. But thanks again, everybody, anyway, who's here. And to everyone who hit the like button. So I know we'll at least wind up getting a couple thousand views on this stream. They always do, even if it's not live. But yeah, they have been, you know, I don't know, we got, what's that, 140 something, 150 something watching right now. That's not too bad. It's maybe a little better than it was last week, or the week before at this time. I should say we didn't do last week, because this thing was way jacked up last week. It's only kind of jacked up now. We got a freewheel and not pedal. I keep not paying attention. We're gonna get this bike fixed though, and you know, going like it should. I almost rode it over to Sunrise Mountain today, but I was tempted to just see how it does on trails, but it's just not riding straight enough for trail riding at all. But it is such a cool bike. I mean, this one, you know, truth be told, it probably is a little bit cooler than the other one, the Leopard Pro, but the Leopard Pro is like good for everything and still does most of the stuff that this bike does. Let's see, where are we going? I guess we're not going here like we did that one time, because we're coming up on Maryland Parkway over here, and I can't imagine where they want to take us at this point. Maybe over to the Roberto's if they make a left, or I don't know, we'll have to see. I always try and kind of guess where we're going, but I usually end up being wrong. Where do you guys think we're gonna end up? Man, it's hard to keep this thing going straight. If I let go of the handlebar, my face would go into the street in a second or two. But I can ride all the way down the street with the cruise control on the Leopard Pro and not touch the handlebars. All right, where are we going from here? Ooh. Stopping a ways back. Oh, my back is sweaty under this backpack. I gotta put the GoPro harness on. It's still Like, as hard as I'm having to hold on to this thing to keep it going straight, it still feels hot outside. Even though it's less bad than it has been. So sorry I'm falling behind, guys. I'll try to catch up when we get to a stopping point and check in with everybody. I'm sweating like crazy under this backpack. It's bad. I'm not bringing this bike out again until it's fixed. It's just too hard to ride this thing. Again, very good to see everyone. Thanks for being here. Hope you're enjoying the ride. Not sure where we're going. Guess we'll know when we get there. We're going. I used to take this road all the time, St. Louis. I used to live over towards where we're going. That's where I lived right before I moved downtown, which made it an easy move downtown because I wasn't that far away. But I don't know where we're going. There's a decent hill over here, like a good downhill portion, and then there's a park over this way too. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you guys are having fun so far. Oh, we're going left on, is this 15th Street? I go this way all the time. This is how I go to get groceries in the morning. I might go this way tomorrow morning. Yeah, through Beverly Green. Sharon Liz. Yeah, big puddles. So I'm exactly right here and on this road in this spot every time I go to get groceries and come back. Not this way though, the way we were going. Man, my back is sweaty under this backpack. This is a cool neighborhood though, Beverly Green. Thanks for all the likes so far, guys. We still have a long way to go on the likes though. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Uh-oh, we got a super chat, it looks like. That just popped up. Looks like Jeff Travels. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I know I missed tons of chats, and I'm sorry, guys. You know how it is. I'll try to catch up a little bit when we get to the break point, the halfway point. What is this, HAOQI that we're up to now? Yeah, so thank you again. Jeff Travels. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. I sure do appreciate it. Thank you so much. It goes a long way. Let's get this one to 200 at least. While we're still live. And don't forget, guys, we're cutting this stream at the halfway point. And then I'm going to set up and GoPro it the rest of the way. So be sure and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss part 2, which I'm going to be posting tomorrow. And we're going to get a different view of it. So hope you guys will join for that. So to everybody who's new, and there's always lots of new viewers and subscribers during the bike ride, don't forget to turn the notifications on too so you don't miss that. Woo, man. It's hard to hold on to this thing with one hand. It's so squirrely. It's easy to go faster, but it's really hard to keep this thing going straight when we're going slow. I ride through this neighborhood a lot. It's good, peaceful, non-congested side streets to ride your PEVs on. And you can go in between the speed bumps here. But we could hit them at full speed on this thing and it wouldn't be bad at all. Oh, a skateboarding girl's here. That's a lot of work, skateboarding this whole way. Good for her. I'm sitting here throttling an e-bike, you know, throttle only. Getting all sweaty because this one's a little screwed up and it's hard to keep it going straight. But, you know, I'll tell you what though, now that we've put a few more miles on it, maybe I'm just getting used to it, or it could be it's actually, you know, riding a little better. I don't know. But it's still squirrely, like mad squirrely. I was gonna hit a speed hump, but there's people on both sides. The suspension is great on this bike. I mean, really top notch for something you find in this price range. We gotta try this skateboarding sometime. Maybe not. Definitely not when it's still this hot outside anyway. Okay, let's go barreling over a speed hump. One of these plastic ones or whatever they are. Oh yeah, just ate it up. This bike is so good. This one's a little dinged up. But otherwise, I mean, just the design. The HAOQI Cheetah e-bike is just so good overall. And I'm really enjoying riding this thing even though it's screwed up. It's still fun. I'm still loving it. It would be way easier to ride the other one right now, though. Okay, now we're back at Maryland Parkway. Where are we going from here? I don't know. My shirt is soaked all the way down. Oh, my drink didn't spill. That could be it. I couldn't be sweating that much, could I? We got to be getting close to the halfway point too.
Swear to God.
Whoa, where's that guy going? What's everybody just chilling over here off to the side? Oh, that bus driver is mad. These people are going to be when the light turns right now. There's a decent amount of people in tonight's group. That's some couple of crazy looking scooters too. Oh man, trying to get comfortable on this thing. My back is so sweaty under this backpack. This is not a good way to do this. We're definitely taking the Leopard Pro next week because I don't have to carry stuff on my back. And it's not so hard to keep the bike going. It's not hard at all to keep the bike going in a straight line. But it's much different with this one. I just wanted to ride it though. You know, I've been staring at this beautiful bike for weeks, just wanting to go out and ride it. And it just, I don't know, we got to get it fixed. We'll start with the headset. I'm going to email her again when I get back and be like, just if you can, please just send the headset. We'll start there and see how it goes after that. But a bike shop told me that this thing needs a lot of work and it's going to take about $600 to do everything right and replace all the parts. Yeah, it's easier to ride this thing faster with the steering being all squirrely, or I don't know. That's the wrong guy. It's getting real brave. See, a lot of these people just don't pay attention. They just go without looking. I make sure I'm not going to make somebody crash before I change my position. And I'm riding a freaking e-bike, a squirrely e-bike with one hand, and live streaming with the other. So yeah, there's no excuse for bad riding out here, guys. It's hard for her to keep up with the speed though. See how fast are we going? Like 8 miles an hour. She's got to work pretty hard to keep this pace. There's the crazy statue thing over here, like the MASH guy. See how well you can see it as we go by. This is such a cool neighborhood and a cool yard. You see that there? Isn't that awesome? We've passed that a few times on bike rides now, and food deliveries, and just, you know, other random one-handed scooter rides and such through this neighborhood. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, guys, because we're doing the second half of this ride with the GoPro, and I'm going to post it tomorrow. We're going to cut the stream once we get to the halfway point, so if you want to see the rest, be sure you come back tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time it's going to be posted. It's just going to be, you know, sometime tomorrow after I've had a chance to go through it, cut out any copyrighted music or anything like that. I don't know. So, or mute it. Anyway, those sections. So, yeah, do come back and join for the second half of the bike ride, won't you? It's going to be fun. It's going to be an entirely different perspective because it's going to be from a GoPro chest mount, and I'm going to be riding this thing a little more aggressively with two hands. Like I said, it's like a mile-long bike ride or something like that. Yeah, this is how we do it. We come out and we ride our bikes, and people are like, wow, that's quite a bike ride. Oh, it's hard to hold on to this thing with one hand, though. Uh-oh, there he goes. Gotta let the guy with the dog go by. You know, gotta still be kind to the pedestrians, guys. You know, people need to still walk their dogs and cross the street and stuff like that. Thanks, Miss A, for posting the wish list link. I see that down there.
Everybody's dry. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is that? Hey, give me a phone. What is it? No more. Bro. Everybody's feeding right now. I know you fucking. It's in the trash.
Is that the same big bus that went by earlier? It's still pretty hot outside. It's definitely not as bad as it has been the last few weeks, but it's definitely still summertime out here. Am I going to get some Robertos today? Probably not. Maybe tomorrow morning. Got to see if there's anything in the burrito fund. We'll get a breakfast burrito and dip it in the green stuff instead of the red because of the ulcer, you know. I can eat a breakfast burrito because it's just eggs and bacon and potatoes and cheese. But I can't dip them in the red sauce anymore because it just burns you all the way through and it'd get my ulcers going again. So, yeah, big shout out everybody. Thanks to all of you that are here. Thanks moderators for moderating, chatters for chatting, lurkers for lurking. Don't forget, subscribe and hit the notification bell because the second half of the ride is going to be posted tomorrow via GoPro. It's especially, I'm glad we're doing that tonight because it's too hard to hold on to this bike in particular with one hand, so there's no way I could have done the whole ride like that anyway. But we're going to try that for a couple of weeks because a lot of people have been asking for like a regular GoPro video of the ride. So I'm going to give it to them. So again, thank you everybody who's here. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. Welcome to everybody who's new. I know we always get some new viewers and subs during the ride, so be sure and turn your notifications on too, so you can catch part 2 tomorrow and all the other riding live streams, which are mostly random. So, but anyway, it's great to see all you guys, and thanks for being here. Thanks again, Jeff's Travels, for the. Yeah, we're not even stopping tonight. Where are we going? Ugh. Something smells weird over here. Oh, we're going to this place. Okay, I was thinking we might end up here. We're most of the way back. This has been a long first portion of the ride for sure. Let's go over here. Okay. So let's do, or I don't know. I just kind of want to go post up somewhere and catch up on the comments. Okay, it looks like there's a lot of glass over here. Yeah. Okay. I gotta get off this bike for a minute. Ugh. Hey, one-footed standing Suron wheelies over there. Yeah, okay. Get off of this thing. Oh! Man, this is an awesome bike though. Shout out again to the good folks at HAOQI for sending a couple of bikes, including this one, the Cheetah. Man, my shirt is soaked. This one arrived damaged, but the bike would otherwise be just amazing. I mean, this thing is so good. I'm gonna take a drink here in a minute. I'm gonna catch up on the comments. I'm gonna have something to drink. I'm gonna get my GoPro ready to go. We'll do that in a minute. We're gonna be here for a little while. So yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Hope everybody's having fun or had fun. I gotta do it. To whoever's saying, I'm sorry I can't read your name. I can't monetize these live streams, and I'm going broke trying to keep this channel going. I have to do sponsor related content. And a lot of people have been asking for me to do the GoPro version of it. So yeah, I gave you guys advance notice. I told you, a week ago that we were gonna do it this way. So don't say I didn't warn you. We're gonna keep it going a few more minutes though. Man, it is hot out here though. Holding on to this thing has been quite an adventure because it's not going straight. It is a little bent up in the front from shipping, but otherwise good. Thanks again, Carrie. Thanks guys for posting the links. I gotta go over somewhere, get something to drink. I'm gonna move it over to the corner. Over here. So yeah, I appreciate all you guys who did tune in. Lots of glass over here. I gotta be careful. Okay. Woo. I'm gonna have to set you down and get something to drink. Yeah, thanks for all the likes, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff's Travels, for the super chat. Again, much appreciated. I gotta get this backpack off of my back at least so I can So maybe my back will dry out a little bit. Ugh, it's gross. I can't believe how sweaty I got under the backpack. It's still summertime, like I said, you know. It's gonna be that way for a little while longer. Uh-oh, Inspecting Gadgets, thank you, buddy. Another super chat, I appreciate that very, very much. Let me check my notifications. Yeah, it's gonna be hotter tomorrow. Whew, man. That is such a cool bike, though. I'm not sure how well you can see it in this light. Again, if you missed it earlier, I'm going to tell her to send the replacement. I'm going to ask her to send the replacement headset first, and we're going to take it from there. We'll see how bad it is after that, I guess. But otherwise, this thing is so awesome, and I'm ready to go ride it. And we got to put the second battery on it too. It's got an extra battery, the 2 battery kit, which I don't know how to put on because it didn't come with instructions, but we're going to figure it out. And that ought to be fun. I'm going to make a video about that. So yeah, thank you guys for the super chats. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for coming and hanging out tonight. And thanks in advance to everybody who comes and checks out part 2 tomorrow. So, and moderators for taking care of it the way you always do. I really appreciate that. Couldn't do it without you. Wouldn't want to. Oh, what time is it? We just got here, so. Wow, it feels like we were riding for a lot longer than we were. Felt like a really long first part of the ride. Did it seem that way to you guys at all? You're getting your money's worth tonight, everybody who tuned in for the stream. I'm sure that was a longer first portion of the ride than usual. Shout out to you, Miss A, for moderating as hard as you have lately and posting the links and taking care of trolls. But just everything that you moderators do to keep the chat going pleasantly. It's always very much appreciated, and I always appreciate what you're doing. And thank you for going out of your way when you don't have to. You could just sit here and lurk and chill and not do anything, but you don't. You take care of things, and I appreciate that. So, Carrie, thanks for posting that link. No, you got to turn the headlight on to get the LCD screen to light up. Big Boys PEV. Oh man, I'm dry. I got to take a sip of that Powerade here in a minute. Get my GoPro camera on and situated. But we'll keep the stream going for another few minutes. And thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. What else was I going to say? I was going to tell you something that happened since earlier when I saw you. I can't remember now. Ted Mack. I don't either. But, you know, thanks for thinking of it anyway. So, man, my shirt is soaked from having the backpack on. This is not a breathable backpack, but it's all good. No, Inspecting Gadgets. Was that alright? Is that the same super chat or is that another one? I don't know. I'm falling way behind here, guys. Sorry, my bad. Thanks for tuning in, Jim, for the live stream. And everybody who did, anybody, all of you, it's always great to see you, and thanks for being here. That's a cool bike. I think that was in the thumbnail. I took a snapshot from a couple of weeks ago. A screenshot, I should say. Hey, you got a point there, Big Boys PEV. I do have a Cash App and PayPal link posted in my main YouTube page. Somebody always asks, and thank you. You know, never feel obligated to send PayPal's, Cash Apps, Super Chats, but it is always very much appreciated. So thank you guys. If you do, it still feels hotter than it should, Ron. It's not as bad as it was last week, but it's still hot. It's still summertime in Las Vegas. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna have to set you guys down and get a sip of my beverage. Hold on a minute, guys. Bear with me. Chat amongst yourselves. Okay. I use the insulated cooler bag so my Powerade's still nice and cold. Sort of. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay. Okay, my bag's gonna be a little lighter now. I just drank half of that Powerade, or a third of it maybe. Well, I hope you do, Ron. That's a small displacement bike with it's pretty loud. And welcome again to all the new subs. We always get a few during the ride. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, because most of the streams are random, and we're going to be taking a lot more rides on these bikes here soon as the weather, you know, we're past the worst of the summer now. So as it starts to get closer to fall, or keeps getting closer to fall, we're going to be spending more time out and about, taking rides on these things, having fun. Yeah, well, we could prearrange it, Ron, you know. I've met a lot of you guys through this channel, and I always love meeting you guys every time I get a chance to, I should say. Uh-oh. Yeah, and thanks Carrie and Miss A for posting the links, and everybody who's posted links. My wish list is really coming along. Thanks to everybody who's helped me check items off the wish list. We're going to use all of these said items on upcoming adventures that I hope you guys will join for. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're probably going to go camp pretty soon, as soon as September, next month, I guess, depending on what the weather looks like. We might ride the other bike to Red Rock Canyon and camp when the campground opens or reopens in September. So depending on what the weather looks like in September, we'll probably go do that. That'll be like the first big e-bike adventure of the season, and I hope you guys will join for that. So again, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already. And we're going to be cutting the stream in a few minutes, and I'm going to be doing GoPro footage of the rest of the ride, and I hope you guys will tune in and catch that tomorrow. A lot of you have been asking for it. The people who have so kindly sent me e-bikes have been asking me to do a portion of the ride that way. So I know most of you understand, and those that don't, you don't have to watch. But I know most of you will. Most of you guys that normally watch the channel and the live streams will tune in for that, and I appreciate you in advance. That dog's got like a light up collar. There's a wiener dog over there with a light up collar, and that's pretty cool. Oh man, it's dry out tonight. We've had a moist few days, and now it's definitely desert again. You can probably tell in my voice. So, well, let me see. Yeah, big shout out and thanks again to everybody who tuned in tonight. Hit the like button. Thanks again, guys, for the super chats. Thank you, moderators, for moderating, chatters for chatting, lurkers for lurking, and just everybody for doing everything that you do. 169 likes. That's pretty good considering we're halfway through the ride. And we've just been getting a lot less views lately. But let's see. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, August, yeah, pretty much. Well said, inspecting gadgets. It's a lot, well, it's a little less bad in August, but it's still summertime. So, anyway, what time is it? We still got time. We'll give it another 5 minutes or so. Then I got to put my GoPro on, drink some more Powerade, and get ready for the trip back. So again, welcome to everybody who's new. We always get a few of you during the bike ride, and thanks for joining us and being here. When you subscribe, or all the new subscribers, don't forget to hit the notification bell. Most of the live streams and bike rides and scooter rides are random, with the exception of this one, of course. But yeah, sometime tomorrow I'm going to post part 2, so do join for that, won't you? It's going to be fun. It's going to be a new look at the bike ride, and I'm going to get to ride this thing during a ride with 2 hands, which is not something I ever get to do because we're always live streaming. So I get to enjoy the ride a little bit more, and that might come through in the GoPro video. We'll have to wait and see. So do join us tomorrow for that. And thank you, Carrie, again, and Miss A, everybody who's been doing everything that you do. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Omar, what's going on, man? Good to see you. How you doing?
Water?
Huh?
You have water?
I got a Powerade. Yeah, are you good?
You want water?
I'm good. I'm all right. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. You want to say hey to the live stream?
I guess.
Okay.
Last time I see you, you don't have water.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I brought some with me this time, but I appreciate you, though. It's very nice of you. But yeah, good to see you. You having fun so far?
Huh?
You having fun so far?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Well, cool. All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming and saying hello. Good to see you, Omar. Take it easy, brother. Yeah, it's Omar, guys. So yeah, nice of him to come and say hello. I didn't know he was in the ride tonight. I haven't seen him. So yeah, good to see some friends out here. And always, if you're in the ride, come and say hello if you get a chance, if you've seen the stream before. Yeah. So yeah, Miss A, it's good to see you, Omar. Thank you guys, everybody, all of you, for doing everything that you do every time. It's so great to spend the time with you. You know, it wouldn't be the Wednesday night bike ride without you, but we're going to try it a little differently now. Hold on. Thank you, Big Boys PV. I appreciate the support and encouragement. And anyone who's not necessarily on board with the whole GoPro thing, let's wait and see how it goes. You know, we don't have to do this forever. We're going to go back and live stream an entire bike ride here and there. Even if this is successful doing it, you know, breaking it up. So we'll see how it goes. But, you know, it's always something that we can change, but I'm interested to see the footage of the GoPro, so we'll see Hope you guys will join and check that out. Thanks again for all the likes and everything that you do. Thank you, Miss A. And I shall try and be safe. And Melissa, I see you there. How you doing? Thank you for being here. And everybody hit the like button. 174 likes. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for everything, guys. I guess we're gonna wrap it here. I'm gonna rest up, get something to drink, a little more to drink, put my GoPro on, and get ready to ride this thing back with two hands. So do come back tomorrow. Again, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. It's gonna be fun. So yeah. Until then, thanks again, everybody, for everything. Moderators, chatters, lurkers, super chatters, likers. That's a cool bike. That's a really cool bike right there. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so anyway, thanks again, guys. And take care of yourselves. And come back and see me tomorrow. We'll do something live tomorrow, too. So, yeah. Have a great night, guys. Take care of yourselves. Be well. And I will see you again soon.